And welcome to another episode of Andy's Podcast Hour. So these episodes are like, well, it's like to like a, well, it's like to break things up a little bit, in one between normal episodes. Since I've done a regular episode of my podcast series for the latest episode of my podcast series will discuss the Cold War. Well, it was like season 3, episode 1, I think. So now this is episode 2. Last time we discussed about food stamps. This time, this is a 2-for-1 deal. We'll be discussing railfanning and First Amendment audits. So, here we go. So, we'll be discussing first Amendment. Let's see, First Amendment audit. First Amendment audits is the American social movement categorized by its practitioners, known as auditors, as activism and citizen journalism that tests constitutional rights. In particular, the right to photograph, video record in public space, i.e., like a government building, for example, or a National Guard station. Well, I think I film like on a national park. Well, if it's it's federal land on that, which means if I filmed on that, I'd be screwed here. Auditors also believe that the movement promotes transparency and open government. However, audits are often confrontational in nature. Some auditors have also been known to enter public buildings while open carrying, and that means, carry guns, leading to accusations that auditors also engage in intimidation, terrorism, and the sovereign citizen movement. Auditors respond to the accusation are overblown that their conduct is legal and is not a threat. Auditors tend to film or photograph government buildings, equipment, access control points, and sensitive areas with law enforcement and military personnel present. Auditors have been often detained, arrested, assaulted, and camera equipment confiscated, weapons aimed at them and their homes raided by a SWAT team, and shot for video recording in public place. Oh, and shot. Yeah, it's like post 9/11, I think. Yeah, it's post 9/11. I think the war on terror has done like more damage than the terrorist itself. These events have promoted police officials to release information on the proper methods of handling such an activity. For example, a document sponsored by the International Association of Chiefs of Police states that the use of a recording device alone is not grounds for arrest unless laws are violated. Look at that. You can't film on a public sidewalk. You're under arrest. The audit. Typically travel to a place that is considered public property, such as a sidewalk or public easement, or place open to the public, such as post office or government building, and visibly and openly photograph and record business and person in their view. In the case of sidewalk or easement audits, the conflict arises when property owner or manager states in substance that that photography, other property is not allowed. Sometimes auditors will tell property owners upon requesting that their photograph recording for a story, their photograph recording for their personal use, such as uploading to YouTube. If I did that, oh boy. Hey, First Amendment here, First Amendment rights. Auditors don't not answer questions. Occasionally, local law enforcement is called, and the auditors is sometimes reported as a suspicious person. You see what discussed earlier? Some officers will approach the auditors and request his or ID and information of their conduct. Auditors will refuse to identify themselves and occasionally quote relevant law to the officer that the reasons behind the refusal to self-identify. This sometimes results in officers arresting auditors for failing to identify themselves, obstruction of justice, disorderly conduct, or a perceived crime. Yeah, contempt of cop, I believe, that could potentially be justified on the occasion. The act of recording in public is a constitutional right. However, the legality of the auditor's actions are frequently subject to debate. As long as the auditor remains in public place, they are legally allowed to be there, have the right to record anything in plain view, subject to very limited time, place, and manner restrictions. The rights exercised in a typical audit comes from the First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, specifically freedom of speech, freedom of the press, under the First Amendment, freedom of reasonable searches and seizures, under the Fourth, right to remain silent under the Fifth. Auditors attempt to exercise the First Amendment rights to photograph and record in public while avoiding committing crimes. The reason for this stems from the Supreme Court decision on Terry v. Ohio, which held that it was a violation of the Fourth Amendment to detain someone when the officer has reasonable suspicion that the person is committing or is about to commit a crime. The conflict with law enforcement officers generally arises because officers sometimes deem photography and accept to be suspicious behavior. There's a pattern here. Review the specific issue to have held that the fact that a person takes a photograph or makes an audio-video recording in public place or in place he or she at speed does not constitute an itself reasonable suspicion to detain a person, probable cause to arrest a person, or sufficient justification to demand identification. Some states have revised their penal code to reflect that issue. Nonetheless, officers frequently illegally detain or arrest auditors for suspicious behavior. One of the goal of this is to put yourself in places where no chance cops are going to be called. Are they going to uphold the Constitution, uphold the law, or break the law? Auditors state that they seek to educate the public that photography is not a crime, while publicizing cases where officers illegally stop what is perceived to be illegal conduct. Some auditors are considered that if officers are willing to detain or arrest the auditors who potentially avoid doing anything that might be considered a crime. That might be considered a crime. Number citizens might shy away from reporting officers of fear of retaliation. Yeah, there's like a lot of like First Amendment audit videos, mostly in Railfanning. So a YouTube user is by the name of John Tooth, says your First Amendment audit failed, Lexington, Kentucky. Please force railfans to leave or get arrested for trespassing. Yeah, a police officer said to me, "Why did I think that? Anti-trust police." Say to my first amendment to criticize police officers. And here is a user by the name of Langdon says, "I've watched First Amendment audits on YouTube where people go to film police stations, courthouses, military bases, etc. Never realized that train spotters get treated so badly. I used to know one. I was also a plane spotter, and I could not imagine being able to meet a nicer person. Kind of surprised that the company reps who obviously had the police on call didn't interfere and stand up for the brand passengers. Seriously, if I were a fan, I gotta make sure that there's no cops around or nothing. Walmart used to be a park range, so I might be alright. The so-called war on terror has done more damage to the Western world than any terrorist ever could." Langdon, I think you're right in that one. I thought you cannot get more dictatorial than North Korea. Well, I was wrong. Ignorant hillbilly cops. Exactly. How's the violation of the First Amendment? Not agreeing with the cops are just wondering where your First Amendment rights is being violated. Another one from NS427 Railfan says, "It seems like cops have nothing else to do but harass people. They could stop this nonsense, especially when it comes to them trains, including this great opportunity. So thanks a lot, cops." The Canadian policeman says, "What are you doing wrong? There's no point for cops at public events. It's stupid." From Carbon 2983 Train says, I don't get why police hate rail fans. This means a war that rail fans seriously. I think there's gonna be a potential war between cops and rail fans respectively. I don't know who's gonna win here. Let you guys. There are too many cops on a power trip, says Suburban Dawn. They're not well, there's like a couple good cops, but most of them are bad cops, obviously. Yeah, great PR event. Eddie Webb says those officers wants to be a batch of donuts. Real fan lives matter. Yeah, from Bester One says police routinely violate the First Amendment with absolutely no repercussions from the courts. It's a travesty. For the people, by the people, it's meaningless now. Yeah, there's like yeah. For one thing, there's no free speech nowadays. Yeah, cops. Why did why they must ruin the fun? Not because they're pigs, obviously. Yeah, how film is a locomotive a violation? Who knows? Seriously, yeah. If seriously, if seriously, if I seriously, if I seriously, if I, seriously, if I was real fanning, and like I saw a cop car say time to go, but I ain't gonna go nowhere. The cop said, like, needs to see this, needs to see my ID, sir, and say, what are you filming? I tell him that I'm a rail fender. Where does your footage go exactly? Simple on YouTube. I'll tell him this is a violation of my First Amendment rights here. So I'm not doing nothing wrong here. Hey, could you man tell me, why do you have a negative attitude towards cops? Well, I have to remain silent too. Locomotive 67 says that's not fair. We in Great Britain have railway police. See the website for rail enthusiasts. I'm surprised that they didn't demand ID for all in attendance. Seriously, when they put on their blue uniform, they put their brains in their locker. Says Paul Milner. John Archer says as soon as they figure out how to make money from you taking pictures, they'll be allowed to take all photos you want. Someone should shoot the cops away in the opposite direction. Michelle Tack says the vast majority of cops have situational awareness. That means they're capable of thoughtful decision relevant to what's happening. But sometimes the authority of the batch takes over and they do the most stupid things. It's bad that no for selling dues, but you're saying that was real property anyway. But it was uncalled for anyway. Now rail fanning. Well, I just want to discuss it, but our fans like you. It's like you feel more tippers of trains to put, just yeah, just to put, just just to put them on the internet. I should know. I've done a couple rail fan videos over the course of my YouTube channel. Let's see where they at. Let's see. Probably uploads rail fan videos. As as of as of this episode, I've done 37 railfan videos. Yeah, I was filming at South Norwalk Station. See right there? Yeah, I was filming at South Norwalk Station with my dad, obviously. I'm surprised there's no cops around, you know. Yeah, the majority of the video was me filming the tracks, obviously. Yeah, greens. And here, yeah, here comes the Metro North MA. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, yeah, 3 trains at once, and seriously, there was practically 0 cops around. So, yeah. Also, if you guys, well, if you guys love, you guys love trains, yeah, train fans like myself watch like train videos on the internet, watch train videos on DVD and VHS. I was a bit of a train guy myself when I was growing up. Yes, yeah. As a rail fan slash train fan, some personal story time. Way back in 2004, me, mom, and dad went to like a local library. I think it was like the West Cobb Regional Library. I know what that is. And I was looking at the video section, and well, something caught my eye. I saw this videotape saying that well, it says "I Love Toy Trains Part 2" on it. Now, I'm a big fan of I Love Toy Trains, mostly like from TM books and videos, I think. And I looked at the back. Yeah, well, back then was pretty detailed too. I think I got the 1997 version of it. Oh, by the way, I found I found the full video of it up on YouTube. I Love Toy Trains Part 2. According to, well, a user by the name of Samuel Warwick, I think. Well, he credit from somebody named CEO 1100 Abel. This was uploaded on September 3rd, 2018. So thank you, Samuel Warwick, for reliving my childhood here. Yeah, every so often I watch this. Yeah, plus you got the VHS quality good. Yeah, this was a yeah well back then at VHS. Yeah, when I got home, I was popping the video and I started watching it. Well, some of the scenes I'm pretty scared because yeah, at the beginning of it they said all aboard or something like that. But ever since then I got used to it. If when I see, yeah, that wasn't that's not Firehouse Stomp. Well, that was like the it was like the main opening theme for like this. Well, this was like it was like for the opening theme song of Battle Toy Trains. So nostalgic to me. Wait for it. Okay. That sound right there. Yep. Since then, I'm a big fan of Avatar Trends anyway. Also, I know a couple of YouTubers who are real fans. Tommy Pickles fan 1992. Well, I think he saw me. I think in a video. Let's see, I don't know which one. Let's see. Where can I find it? Southern Museum Train Show. Museum Train Show. Let's see if I can like spot mine. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Tom Pickles fan 1992 says, you see it in the striped shirt? That's Tom Pickles fan 1992. Says that that's me in the video. Yeah. Also, Blue Smoke Productions. I met him while I was in college. Well, scratch that. I'm still in college though. I met him while I was in college. Yeah, I filmed in 2016, I think. Yeah. Well, I used to go to train songs a lot when I was a little kid. This was before. Uh, I this was before I had a YouTube channel. So the majority of the train shows that I went to was at the Cobb Civic Center with my dad. Well, one time I got lost trying to find me, but jeez, I was pretty scared of my mind here. Seriously, if I had a video camera, if I had a video camera back then, I'd film it and put it put it on YouTube nowadays. Yeah. Well, nowadays they have train shows at the Southern Museum and the Cobb Galleria Center, I think. Well, it's right. Well, I think it's right next to SunTrust Park. You can't miss it. Yeah, I think there's like a train show coming up called Railroad Rendezvous. I think on July 20th. I might film that. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, 5 months ago, I filmed at the train show at Southern Museum. Plus, I filmed it with my camera and my phone. I think it's still up there. I think it's still up there. Plus, well, as like a train buff, I play train games on my laptop. Train Simulator 2019. I still play it though. It's so realistic too. Same thing with Train's New Era. I also have to reinstall it because I restarted my laptop. So, yeah. So there you guys have it. A two for one deal. Railfanning / First Amendment audits. Yeah. By the way, yes. Um, see John Tooth. see, crazy. Yeah, crazy lady, Railfanning. A user by the name of Ben shed that piece. Oh, oh, it's bench that piece. Yeah, according to this, Railfan finally loses his patience and freaks out. Right before I finally lost it. She smells like, yeah. According to one user named LM, I bet she smells like exactly as she looks. Like cat urine. Yeah, cat piss. The mullet was all I needed to know about her. Retired lot lizard. From boat X22 said, don't do drugs. He also she had the nerve to block her shot with her book. She's yeah, this woman in this video, she's clearly on think on cocaine or probably meth, weed, you name it. It's like a cocktail of drugs. From Polka Twepache says, I can't understand why people today can't just can't mind their own business. The guy is taking photos of a train, which last time I looked is not it's not illegal, but some people tend to interfere with people's business. I'm telling you. From Caitlin Gray says, don't do drugs, kids. You end up like this lady. That's the lady in the video. Seriously, don't end like her, guys. Don't do drugs, I'm telling you. From Ross Brumby, what was she doing with the book anyway? Must have been dumpster diving. Lol. From Willie's MB44 says, I had to deal with a nutshell like this one day when I was taking train pictures. Looking down in the eye, I said, you're lucky you pulled this nonsense made while I'm off duty. Freaked out with the influence I was a police officer in law enforcement. I never actually said that I was. Just said I was off duty. It was an amazing reaction I got from that. Yeah, bullshit about brains. Holding up your blinking shots so not going to next week says us and them. Yeah, from Rose Opta says, should have told her that I was back cracking from the train without that coming. Yeah, seriously. If I saw some crazy lady say, what are you doing? Filming, mind your own business. I say, what's your problem? Our problem is crazy people like you are diseased. Should be dealt with. Yep, seriously, if that was an entitled parent or an entitled kid, I would run like crazy. Sorry, bringing light right into this, but I had to. Excuse me, what are you doing? Filming? What's it to you? How dare you talk to me like that? Ree! I can't do the Ree voice. Yeah, ours is Mr. Red does a perfect Ree voice. I'm calling the police. Say, go ahead. I'm not doing nothing illegal here. First Amendment rights, you know. First Amendment? I say, you're lucky I don't have a gun on me, though. You know what? I'm telling my uncle, what was park manager? Park manager is part of law enforcement. I'm calling the police. Where do you live? I say 135. I don't give a damn lane or some crazy crap like that. That's a lie. Where do you live at? I'm telling you. We're gonna follow you home then. If do say if do follow me, I'm calling the cops because that's like it's like tailgating or something. Yeah. So after I'm done with the train, I just head for home. And this lady said, seriously, if I had a friend of mine who was like vlogging this, there's some crazy there's some crazy lady following us or something. Yeah, that was it. So thank you guys for another great episode. Stay tuned for episode 3, public freakout videos. See you later, dudes. Peace out.